This is the vote. Can I have it? So here's the, one bid I received from the trees, but it came in the day after it was supposed to be here.
This is the only one we have?
Yeah.
How many people did you call? Were actively bids?
What did I say was the last name, like 10 or something?
And who was the only one that responded?
Master Tree.
We're supposed to open it up there?
Yeah,
So let's get it put it on.
yeah.
That was all the vouchers?
Yeah.
Thank you, Councilman.
Let's take the story off the,
Yeah, when it's supposed to be carried. You said that was like, you know, why?
And at every meeting, this one boy would scream and yell about the budget and the bill that they were paying. And after 6 or 7 months, Nate says to him, why are you always yelling about the budget and the payroll? He says, because I'm not on it.
Well, there you go.
The other one got put on.
The alarm system, you have to pay them even though it's not working.
Oh, it's working, but it's not working right.
It's just you can't communicate with them, so you can't communicate why we paying.
It's a failure to communicate. Why is it, Dave? Is that what it is? Failure to communicate?
Something's wrong with that, just the phone lines.
But we can communicate with them?
Yes. God knows they call them, huh?
Yes, they do, yeah. Come on, last one, 45 minutes, you know.
Yeah, mine too. Before I left the house, I got one.
Yep.
You call them glass?
It's on my, doesn't it sound right? We're not using the silent, we use the standard phone lines.
Jim Glass can come down here to talk to
And
you
go
and
to the
stuff.
hill and-
He can't come to the meeting?
I said the same thing yesterday.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Joyce, how you doing? I'm gonna put you on speakerphone,
I
okay?
took one down to
Yeah.
Rockwood Township off to kick them out.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'll ask you to do it, okay?
It's not, you're not
Right.
allowed
Okay,
by law.
okay, all right, Jay. You don't speak it. Yeah, okay, all right, you're on speaker.
Yeah, thank you.
Ready to roll. Ready? Yep. Good evening, this is regular meeting of Marion Council of the Borough of Victory Lawrence held on April the 13th, 2021. I call this meeting to order and declare a quorum present. Will everybody please rise to the pledge of allegiance to the flag of our country and please remain standing for a moment of silence for our military.
I am.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. May be seated.
Yeah.
Newspaper Daily Record in compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Attendance.
Councilwoman Cheetah. Here. Councilwoman Garcia Montez.
President,
Okay. Council, I'd like to go out of the regular order of business so we can have Mom discuss or introduce the 2021 municipal budget. I need a motion.
the motion to go out of our regular order of business for the 2021 budget.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, we have here tonight the 2021 municipal budget. It's largely the same as we discussed in our budget subcommittee hearings. In sitting down and going through our final review with Mon, We learned that the pension bills for 2021 were available, so we had some new information. We did have to make a small modification to the budget to accommodate the pension bill. The budget's in good shape. We have it ready to go and uploaded into FAST after it's been introduced.
Can you speak into the microphone?
Tax hike, the tax increase for the upcoming year is.
What we were talking about with, the two employees? No.
Oh, we did that also, I'm sorry, but yeah, we talked about that at the subcommittee.
Yeah, with,
What we did was we moved the animal control officer from another expense, so that we are in better compliance with IRS regulations that draw the distinction between employees and contractors for 1099 purposes. We moved money from other expense line items over to salary line items. There was no increase line items.
well, it said dog,
It was, instead of it being, simply the animal control or expense, that is a salary and wage and another expense. And for the building cleaning expenses, we moved money from the buildings and grounds over to the buildings and grounds salary and wage. But we didn't increase in total the money previously budgeted for those purposes.
and the modifications for the retirement, you said, pension?
We had the pension bill, which was not available when we first began the budget hearings. The state has the 2021 pension bills up and out there, which required a $6,000 increase to the budget, which we took out of fund balance. So we didn't touch the tax rate at all. That is a statutory obligation, we have to pay the pension bill. The new bill was coming out, we had the actual, we just made the budget accommodate, okay, but it had no bearing on our previous tax calculation.
And it's 6,000 more or less than
More,
last year?
unfortunately, that bill's never gonna go down.
Mhm.
So otherwise, we are in good shape and ready to rock and roll.
I have reviewed the budget that you are going up approximately $5 a month for the average.
That $5 a month increase is what, in the taxes? So total raise for the taxes is
3.5%.
3.5%, so
Which
that
works
works
out
out
to-
about $5 a month.
On an average.
Councilman, any other questions?
No.
Can need a motion? Can need a motion for the introduction of the 2021 budget for the year?
Councilwoman Hitchpath?
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez?
Yeah,
You ought to make a note that Councilwoman White is not present.
Yes. Wow.
I'll do that when, I already did.
Now the roll call.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you taking me first, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Mom.
I have running to another meeting, but I'll see you at the hearing in May.
do we have to open it to the public about?
No, not on the introduction.
No.
Thank you.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Have a good
You
day.
Take care. I'd like a motion to go back into the regular order of business.
So motion to go back into our regular order of business.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm talking.
Okay, motion to accept the minutes of March 23rd, 2021.
So motion to accept the minutes for March 23rd, 2021.
All in favor?
Aye.
Indeed, these are the ones from our budget meeting, 4/6.
You know?
So motion to accept the minutes for April 6th budget meeting.
Your second. All in favor?
Aye.
No. Yes, I am. You are. No, I'm not.
Correspondence?
Okay, just want to let everybody know that Dover,
It's you want to ask.
is still doing meal distribution up at the firehouse, but it's limited. It's going to be on April 15th and May 27th.
Just those 2 days?
The 2 days.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, and some of them aren't back.
Yeah, no, some of them aren't
Yeah,
bad.
so they gotta do something.
More than half.
Well, I'll reach out
For
to
the
the
students didn't go back to school.
Right.
For what? You're going to take off with
I did get a new COVID report from Peter, and we have, as of,
No more mortality?
Get it?
no,
Make sure.
no, not from the last time I
Which about 2,000 people, that's all we have here.
right, right,
Which about 2,000 people, that's all we have here.
right, right.
Over 10%.
Yes, it is.
And I did hear back from the state. I actually contacted somebody at League of Municipalities. Mr. Janone had told us that we would be receiving money, from the American Rescue Plan. I did talk to somebody there and they confirmed that we will be receiving $144,401.35.
You're welcome.
But it will be received over 2 years, with half of it coming this year and half coming next year.
Pretty soon.
And that's to be used for what then?
I don't still have anything yet as to what it's supposed to be used for. Do you know? Did you get any?
Like I mentioned at the budget hearing, when I indicated that there also might be money coming.
That was the same thing?
Same money. The guidance from the feds and the state is not available yet. That might only be for reimbursable expenses due to COVID. It might be for revenue replacement for places that lost money.
He doesn't
I
know.
always am, I think, justifiably apprehensive when the money comes out ahead of the program guidelines. I like to know what I can spend it on before you give it to me, not after. So my advice to the council would be to hold on to those funds and not spend a single red cent of it until they give us the program guidelines as to what we are allowed to spend on. I hate when they do it that way. To me, the program guidance ought to come out first, followed by the dollars, and they are not doing that this way. So, if it has to have the bank, we'll certainly earn a little interest on it, but I don't want to start spending until they tell us what's allowed.
And this
We
this
know.
info didn't come from the county, did it?
No.
Or from?
Came from
just-
The county didn't know anything about it when I told them.
Okay.
Keep them us.
We had gotten a little email from the Government Finance Officers Association, kind of giving us a heads up about these dollars. Now it makes sense because the executive board of the GFOA works pretty closely with the league. So,
And then every
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
I'd like a motion to accept correspondence.
The motion to accept correspondence at hand?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, vouchers. Everybody get a chance to take a look at vouchers. If there's no questions on any of the line items, I'd like a motion to pay the bills.
So motion to pay the bills.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Cheatham?
Yes.
Councilman Glass?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hitchcock?
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez?
Yes.
Okay, no reports. Okay.
Say that.
Can I mention something before
Well, you
we
can
go?
ask.
Well, it's not a report, but,
And you can
well,
say
it's
something.
actually a report. I got a resident that is, actually, requesting one of the trees gonna be cut right next to his jar or something like that. It's the guy, Mr. Suarez. It's in the 9th Avenue.
The
The
same
corner
tree,
of, maybe next to her, I think.
Right.
the same tree that's on the wires, they haven't come and
The
cut
tree
their
that's
branches.
right before the fire.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That tree's not coming
It's
down.
not coming
That's-
down?
No,
The branches are.
That's-
It's not our tree.
It's not a tree.
Oh, yeah, because he requested not to cut, actually, that's what he
Well,
requested.
yeah.
Because he.
His neighbor would.
Yeah, I think they wanted,
Because it's
They-
marked, I can see
Yeah.
that.
right, they
it's marked.
asked about cutting that down,
Right,
and they were told they can't cut it, they can trim it,
right.
but they
Right.
can't cut it. And then there was another one on their property that they were told they could cut down because it was rotting away.
Okay, that one, he said that specifically the one next to, in Washington, actually,
Right.
next to it, he preferred that tree to stay.
Yeah, it's gonna
Instead of
stay, but
cut
they
it,
were told
so-
that he could
Okay,
trim it.
so he asked me to ask.
That's a problem with him and his neighbor. Because the neighbor asked us, can we cut it down? We said it's not the town property.
Okay.
Tree is the property owner's tree. And I told the neighbor, it's up between you and the neighbor, you and your neighbor. If you wanna do anything, it's on you.
And they can't cut it if it's healthy, right?
Right.
You know, so, yeah, so that tree's not coming down. Not by the town.
Building here until 5 o'clock and it was closed.
Master tree.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Cheatham?
Yes.
Councilman,
Which end are those trees on? Oh, it doesn't say that.
As the attorney, you don't even know what you're bidding on? No, I'm asking this question. Cause she just gave it to him tonight. Get the hell out of here.
7, 9, 3, 6, okay. I'll notify him that he will be getting a contract.
Right.
I know we went over this, at the last meeting, he doesn't have it in here.
Okay.
On Washington Avenue, she said everything was falling across the street, and everything, so one of them is that tree.
I'm asking. You gonna tell me I'm not?
Resolution
You don't tell me
of
we're going
emergency
there.
public.
He just.
Yeah, Phil, this
He doesn't know these things.
is this the one we do first,
You
Phil?
get it?
Declaring an emergency.
Yeah, everybody has a copy of this. It's a resolution declaring an emergency affecting the public health, welfare, and safety of the residents of the borough. And this is, regarding the garbage contract. Do you want me to read this thing? Everybody has a copy of it.
Just a provision in the law that allows us to declare an emergency and to renew the existing garbage contract for another year
At the same
at
rate.
the same rate.
Yes.
And that's what we have done, and we declared an emergency, and that's it. So now we have to go into the next one. Well, you gotta take a vote on that.
Yes, I need a motion.
We need a motion.
So motion?
Second.
Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez?
Yes.
And then the other one is a resolution authorizing the borough to enter into a one-year contract for the removal of waste and recycling services.
Interstate, okay.
And is it at the same price?
Yes.
So motion for the extension of our garbage contract? Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Cheatham?
Yes.
Councilman Glass?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hedgepath?
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez?
Yes.
Okay. Financial disclosure statement
Yes.
filed by April 30th.
Yeah, we just got this, so this is something we do every year. And it has to be filed no later than the 30th of this month. And it's all done on a computer.
Okay, marijuana dispensary,
Yes, Bill, that's,
which type of business?
on you.
Yeah, was that letter circulated yet?
I gave it to everybody, here it is if you wanna.
Firstly, we can't make an ordinance prohibiting it. Prohibiting it, and we have until August 21st to either prohibit or limit the number of cannabis establishments. This is cannabis. So I guess we can for later resale by other licensees, consumers. Cannabis delivery license, which is, if it is not, then is a cannabis delivery license, which is, if it is not in compliance. That is, I haven't received any information on that.
The state told us at one of the classes I went to,
What is it, medical or?
that they are the,
Oh,
no, I think, we limit it, don't we,
Yeah,
Phil?
we say no
we
limit.
were limited.
Yeah.
You're just splitting the cost between
Right.
two places. So So it would seem to me that you would let the town decide for say just one.
And again, the state is probably gonna tell us how many we can have, because they do that with the liquor licenses.
Right.
You're only,
They, it says a copy of each license application has to be submitted to the commissioner. The commission would then, control it.
It's nothing to do with impossible to monitor. It's like people who brew their own beer or brew their own wine. There's no way to monitor it. Really. And, you know, when the rubber meets the road, they're not gonna check.
It's just that it's gonna be legal. That's right, retail.
And, 2 establishments, no more than 2 establishments in our town.
But anybody else can get a license just to transport the marijuana from your ordinance, doesn't it?
It would have to, yeah, you'd have to allow business
Right.
5 and 6. You'd have to-
Right, let's say I wanna go on business to transport it, you know, to the place where they selling it. So they gotta be that license available for me over here, so I'll be able to do that,
Mhm.
doesn't
Number
it?
5,
Right,
number
yeah.
6.
Mhm.
Did it say that we
Did it say
had
that?
until August to do this?
You did,
Because if you're doing two, you can have one that. Let's say 5 and 6.
Motion for 5 and 6.
No more than 2 in our town, since we're very small.
Mhm.
And I second.
Good. Roll call?
Councilwoman Cheatham,
Clarify the,
We're in good licenses.
number 5 and 6, according to the,
okay,
Phil's gonna have to draw up the
so you're
ordinance.
choosing a number now?
Yeah, because he's gonna have to know what to write up. Yes,
No.
Councilwoman Hedgepath?
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo?
yes.
And we have a Board of Health meeting next Tuesday.
Tuesday, right.
This is me, but
No, that's Dave's, I have the one.
Do you have a council?
No.
Yeah, everything happens.
It's just, that cannabis. Okay. Okay. I'd like a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So motion to open our meeting to the public.
All in favor?
Jim Janelle, 15 Franklin Road. Hey, one thing I didn't, when you were talking about medical, or when you talked about the marijuana stuff, you didn't mention anything about research and development facility or medical care cannabis clinically to see that from the public, because they don't deal with the public, and they can go and handle it.
well, that's covered in one of the licenses that they have to have.
Okay, because I found, Rockaway Township did a resolution establishing fees. And you might want to be mindful, some of these are $10,000, $5,000 annual fees. Now, how they set that, I don't know, they did this back in September of 2020. So they're more than I think even our liquor licenses that we have. So you might want to rethink that before you start saying no, if you can get $10,000 out of a licensing. But that's for, run the whole thing the coming year?
Well, apparently not going back full time from what I heard.
In September.
Oh, for September,
Yeah, because the school budget is coming up April 25th, I think.
okay.
That's where we're gonna find out what our taxes are gonna do with that. And also, I'm gonna ask you again, what is the, how are you gonna handle the public calling into the meetings? I mean, what's being done with that?
Nothing.
Why not?
Nothing.
You can have council call in, but you can't have the public?
How are they gonna call in? There's no phone in
So
here.
you give a council member, because it's like, why doesn't just council stay home and call in then? Why doesn't show up?
Don't give them any ideas. They might do
But if you
that.
have a councilman calling in
That's
all
what's
the time,
happening
shouldn't the public have the same right?
Well, they might, but how are they gonna
How
call
would
in?
that
No,
happen?
that's not the public.
They're not getting
problem.
my cell phone number.
So you're not gonna do anything about it, but you'll let a councilman call in?
Well, they can come back to a meeting, nobody told them they couldn't.
Well, I'll give you an Oprah, I don't know, you might wanna work with me on this, because I can put an Oprah in for all the meetings of all the audios for every meeting that, the council members have been absent. So, I guess, do you wanna work with me on that, or do you want me to just do the whole year?
Well, you can do the whole, you can put it over request in.
Okay, alright. And I have a question about the animal control officer and cleaning company. Are they now employees, or are they still 1099 independent contractors?
They are no longer independent contractors.
So they became employees, we're gonna be paying pension now?
Their salaries are such that they are not in pensionable positions.
Okay,
They're not getting raises.
now they'll get a raise if you vote on.
No,
It's been discussed at budget time, the last time we gave,
no, our,
it was discussed with the council, remember?
yeah, that
Oh,
one,
so
but I'm saying
we voted on
every
like
year, like our engineer and our lawyer got a 2% raise
That's
this
'cause they
year,
tell
but
you,
no one
yeah.
else does.
Right,
Did.
that's correct.
So next year, they'll both get a raise.
It will be discussed in the meeting like everybody else.
If we get raises, they get raises.
So they're employees now, they're not independent contractors. So our insurance is gonna cover them if they get hurt.
It does anyway, our liability covers.
Well, the independent contractor cleaning company generally is not covered because they have their own insurance.
He's
I
not
believe I put
licensed.
request in, he does carry his own insurance, right Debbie?
He did,
Yeah.
but now.
So, all right. And about these tree bids that you got, we had to have 10 trees taken down. I called 5 companies, 4 of them came out and gave me a bid. I don't understand why it's so hard for you to get bids on trees.
Well, it's different what they tell you as a citizen, because they don't have to go through all the paperwork.
No, I called the same companies that you guys all.
I understand that, but you're not, there are certain requirements in the bidding process that have to be met. They have to have insurance, they have to be licensed, they have to, provide.
Last thing I wanna know is about what's the story with the EMS bill? You gonna give the council and the public an update, Mayor?
With the what, Jim?
The EMS billing, $16,000 that Dover collected on our behalf. Are you gonna tell the council?
We're gonna have a meeting with them.
Meeting with who, Dover?
Yeah.
You already had the meeting.
No. No, we haven't.
Yeah, you did.
No, we didn't.
I know more than, you're sitting here lying to the council.
Don't tell me you're a liar.
Well, I am, because you had a meeting already.
With the fire chief too?
No, we're not.
We're talking about the fire chief.
No.
You're talking about the
Has nothing to do-
EMS, the insurance,
The
it was,
EMS insurance billing. The borough is not getting the money. I don't know why the mayor's not telling you that.
We haven't had,
We haven't had any.
sat down
Would
and talked to
you
them.
shut up? How does the public know more than this council and the mayor? The mayor's not telling you the truth.
No, that's not true, Jim.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Your opinion
I
is your
sit-
opinion.
No,
I
not my
sit
opinion,
in
it's
on
facts.
the
Your
meetings.
opinion is.
I
your
have
opinion.
facts. Okay, well, let's show us where the $16,000 is.
Your opinion is your opinion.
You're hiding
Jim.
stuff from the council.
You
and
have to point at
public.
me.
No, they're
Your-
not.
You're the person of contact on the contract, not the council.
Your opinion is your opinion.
so Jim, this $16,000 was supposed to be what? We're not getting it why?
I can't go into details with you because it's
Why not?
confidential information that the mayor knows about that he should have. He
Well,
doesn't
I
want me
should
to come
have.
in and tell you guys about it.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yes, it
I
is.
sit in on the meetings with, I don't think,
I don't
yeah, there's a
know-
lot of lying, but I don't think
I
it's
don't
done
know
by
why
the
they're lying
mayor.
about the money. I mean, be honest and tell people that we're not getting the money. It's a fact.
Thank you,
You're
Jim.
a liar.
To the attorney finds out, question,
It says 4,400.
just a question, how long?
About 5 minutes.
And how long do you usually take when you receive a bid?
It depends upon what the bid is.
Okay.
This is a bid that met all the standards of a,
Oh, actually, I'm not done. One other question. Mr. Glass, when's the last time you were physically at?
no statute.
Yes, there is.
What's the statute?
You're the attorney.
Well, you're the one who's giving the information. Unless you're making it up.
Okay. Don't go there with me. Definitely don't go there with me.
Oh, boy.
What a clown show the mayor runs.
So don't you have to wait till I sit down first? before
Yeah.
you start your time, David home.
You know Jeffrey Advocate?
You ready?
Speak to him.
You ready?
Start the clock.
Is he ready? Did you start the clock?
It started.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess I can hear it, so.
Oh, Lord, okay. As far as the marijuana situation, who contacted the person at the New Jersey Commission from the borough? Who contacted to find out all the information? I understand that there's the 6 classes and that you want Bill to draft up something.
We had a printout.
Huh?
There was a printout sent to the township engineer. The engineer gave it to me.
Did the Board of Health review this project or this ordinance?
I have no idea.
Governing body, you made yourselves the Board of Health. Did you review this medical marijuana situation or medical or marijuana period? Anybody? No answer. Well, I think you might want to contact Callie Alexander to find out more information about this ordinance before you draft it up. The other question I have is who wrote the majority of the ordinances for the borough of Victor Gardens?
Who wrote them?
Debbie.
Whoever the author was at the time.
Okay, so how many did you write?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
No,
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Still for real?
Oh,
You really don't know how many ordinances you wrote?
No, I don't.
Okay. I guess I have to look it up. Okay, I got here late, so I'm not sure what our tax financial lady was going over about the 3% or something. Can you give me a review, please?
Sure, the tax rate for the borough for the municipal portion is going up 3.5% for the 2021 calendar year. We do an estimate on the projected impact of an average residence in town.
Okay.
Dividing the number, the total assessed value of those properties from one to the other.
Okay.
And we came out, every year that number comes out to be approximately $171,000.
Okay, so there's no median, you know, totaling up all the numbers and then.
No, that's exactly what I just said.
That's what you did?
The
Okay.
total number of residential properties,
Okay.
it's about 295.
Uh-huh.
Took the value of all those homes, divide one by the other.
Right.
And average property values out of about 171,000. The impact on each one of those properties is about $60 a year in round numbers, or about $5 a month, again, in round numbers.
Yeah.
If your assessment is obviously higher than $171,000, you will see a proportionate.
Okay, so basically the people who have, completed the tax freeze, this doesn't impact them.
If you have a tax freeze that is in
Or
place,
senior tax freeze, yeah. So it doesn't impact them. Okay. So this 3.5%, what's gonna happen with that money?
it's going to go to fund the general operations of the borough.
General? Okay. In the capital fund.
Off the top of my head, I don't have that information in front
How
of me.
much is it? Right, 2 different line items, yeah, but I wanted to know.
No, they're 2 different funds entirely. We have a current fund that funds the day-to-day operations of the borough.
Yeah.
We have a capital fund which funds the long-term projects of the borough.
Right.
There are two distinct financial.
Exactly, so I wanted to know how much money is in the capital. Just.
Approximately between 750 and 800,000. Some of that is committed to projects,
Okay,
and some of that is not.
how much is committed? For 2021?
And that doesn't work that way. They are long-term capital projects, so there are projects that are in progress from previous years. There are projects that are in place in the last year. There are no projects currently in place for 2021.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So motion to close our meeting.
Thank you, Val.
All in favor?
We're going up there.
I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So motion to adjourn our meeting.
All in favor? Good meeting.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
That's all, no more, that's it, don't worry.